Get ready for action because the Philadelphia 76ers just pulled off a historic upset, winning a grueling Game 7 against the Boston Celtics. Jaylen Brown had a massive game, posting 33 points and 9 assists, but he also had some strong words to share about the game's dynamics and the pressure on the team. We dive into the details of this incredible comeback and the players who made it happen.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
The playoff journey continues as the Philadelphia 76ers advance to face the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference semifinals. We break down the entire playoff schedule, giving you the exact dates and matchups for every single game in this intense series, so you don't miss a moment of the action. This Game 7 victory was absolutely historic, marking the first time the 76ers have won 3 straight playoff games in Boston, and we look at the unbelievable statistics from this performance. We're talking about Joel Embiid's monstrous showing, and the incredible individual performances from players like Tyreke Maxey and VJ Edgecombe that defined this monumental win. But the fallout from this intense series is already heating up. Following the loss, the Boston Celtics fans are calling for a major change, demanding that head coach Joe Mazzulla be fired immediately. What does this mean for the Celtics' future, and will the coaching staff face the consequences for choking away that 3-1 lead? Stay with us, because we have all the analysis you need right here. The Philadelphia 76ers secured a historic Game 7 victory over the Boston Celtics on Saturday, a performance heavily influenced by Joel Embiid's standout play. Embiid delivered a commanding performance, tallying 34 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 turnover in the contest. Following the game, Celtics star Jaylen Brown offered a candid assessment of the contest, suggesting Embiid's style played a significant role. Brown stated that Embiid exerted considerable pressure on the team, noting, "He's a big body. He also was flopping around. He got some extra calls and they rewarded him for that, but that's the league we're in." This comment acknowledged Embiid's tendency to draw fouls, as he was 9 for 11 from the free throw line, surpassing the attempts of the entire Celtics starting lineup. Despite this, Brown and Embiid shared a friendly embrace on the court postgame. However, the loss was not solely attributable to officiating or Embiid's foul trouble. Analysts pointed to several other factors contributing to the Celtics' defeat. A key statistical area of concern was the Celtics' shooting efficiency from beyond the arc, where they shot 13 for 49, resulting in a 26.5% three-point percentage, compared to Brown's 3 for 9 performance. Further contributing factors included the Celtics missing 10 consecutive baskets in the final 5 minutes and the decline of Derek White's performance in the second half, compounded by Jason Tatum's absence due to knee stiffness. For Embiid's side, the victory represented a significant moment for the 76ers. The loss was acknowledged as painful for the Celtics, who had never blown a 3-1 lead in franchise history prior to Saturday. Meanwhile, Jaylen Brown faced a demanding season, carrying much of the offensive load following Jason Tatum's recovery from an Achilles tear. The Philadelphia 76ers now advance to face the New York Knicks in the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Philadelphia 76ers have advanced to the next round of the playoffs after securing a decisive victory over the Boston Celtics in Game 7. The 76ers overcame a 3-game deficit to win the contest with a final score of 109-100. With the series now moving to the second round, the team will face the New York Knicks. The schedule for this second-round playoff matchup has been set, featuring a series of high-stakes games. Game 1 is scheduled for Monday, May 4th, at 8 p.m. on NBC Peacock. Game 2 will take place on May 6th at 7 p.m. on ESPN, followed by Game 3 on May 8th at 7 p.m. on Prime. The series concludes with a potential Game 7 on May 17th. The schedule also includes Game 4 on May 10th at 3:30 p.m. on ABC, with Games 5 and 6 scheduled for May 12th and May 14th, pending necessity. the Philadelphia 76ers achieved a historic victory on Game 7, eliminating the Boston Celtics in a decisive 109-100 win to secure their first-ever playoff series victory against the Celtics. The win marked a significant turning point, as the 76ers had trailed 3-1 entering the final contest, while the Celtics lost their first series after leading 3-1. Statistical analysis reveals an extraordinary performance across the series. The 76ers demonstrated remarkable resilience, achieving a feat never before accomplished, winning 3 straight playoff games in Boston, a streak that had not been matched by the team in 44 years since 1983. Furthermore, this marked the first time the team had won 3 consecutive road games in a postseason series. Game 7 itself was marked by rare occurrences. The 76ers had not secured a Game 7 victory since 2001. Additionally, they broke a 44-year drought for winning a Game 7 on the road in the postseason, their last such win occurring in the 1982 Eastern Conference Finals. Joel Embiid delivered an MVP-caliber performance, registering 112 points, 29 assists, 48 rebounds, and 7 blocks in the 4 games he participated in. This performance cements his status as the first 76ers player in 59 years to achieve such a statistical combination in a 4-game span in the postseason, rivaling Wilt Chamberlain's historic numbers from 1967. Tyrese Maxey also shone brightly, becoming the first 76er to record back-to-back playoff games against the Celtics with 30 points and 5 assists, solidifying his place among elite postseason performers. Vijay Ejkum delivered a standout performance in Game 7, scoring 23 points, which is the most by a player 20 years old or younger in a Game 7 against the Celtics, and the most by any rookie in 64 years. This achievement places him among a select group of historic performers in the franchise's history. Defensively, the 76ers imposed significant pressure. In the final 3 games of the series, they kept the Celtics' field goal percentage below 40.4, 41.9, and 39.8, a remarkable feat. This was the first time in the series that the Celtics had shot worse than 42% in 3 consecutive home playoff games, and the first time in the series they had achieved this. Perhaps the most astonishing aspect of the series outcome is the manner in which the 76ers won. They achieved a series victory after losing Games 1 and 4 by a margin of 32 points. This makes the 76ers the first team in NBA history to win a playoff series after losing 2 games by at least 32 points, a rare accomplishment in the league's postseason history. Boston Celtics fans reacted with intense frustration following their Game 7 loss to the Philadelphia 76ers, quickly demanding the dismissal of head coach Joe Mazzulla. The outcry stemmed from concerns over Mazzulla's management of the starting lineup, particularly with Jason Tatum absent, and his rotation decisions throughout the contest. Despite the team holding a 3-1 lead, fans felt the coaching staff failed to find a path to victory in the final game of the first round of the 2026 NBA playoffs. The demand for a change in leadership was vocal across social media platforms, with some users explicitly calling for Mazzulla's firing immediately after the buzzer. Criticism focused on poor rotations and perceived offensive strategies, with some fans suggesting he was outcoached by Nick Nurse. This marks Mazzulla's 4th season leading the Celtics, a tenure that includes 1 NBA title but also earlier playoff exits. The Celtics, despite being the number 2 seed, ultimately succumbed to the 76ers, highlighting questions about the coaching staff's performance as the season concluded.